Are live on a VO's journey. Welcome. It's great to have you. It is Friday. It is November 1st. We only have 2 more months of this year, 2019, and then we go into 2020. That is crazy. Anyways, welcome to a VO's journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This podcast, almost said podcast, this YouTube channel. I've said the podcast so much, I go into YouTube. This YouTube channel is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all of the crazy things that I seem to step on. I have to tell you, I just did a podcast interview with some incredible people. There is an amazing game called Disco Elysium. It's a computer RPG game. If you don't know about it, it's pretty amazing, and it's kind of making waves all across the world. Did a podcast interview recently with one of the main characters, the voice actors in that. Julian, his name is Champenois, and amazing guy, as well as my new co-host on Fridays for the podcast, which is Miles Chacoin. He is the CEO and founder of Voquent. So anyways, that's a really neat thing. I'll post a link in here for you to check out. But with all that being said, I think one thing that I want to go over today is, the actual practice that goes into it. And before you can practice, you've got to be able to have good scripts to practice voice acting with. So today, this video is all about helping you get good scripts to practice voice acting. And it could be, maybe you want to practice, it could be anything. It could be anime. It could be commercial. It could be corporate. It could be audiobooks. It could be video games, anything that you need good practice scripts for. I'm going to go over 3 different ways today that you can get some amazing ones, okay? So let's dive right into this. Greg, what's up, my man? So the first way that I recommend that you find good scripts, and I'm going to say great scripts, okay? Because I think our biggest challenge with finding scripts in general is that when we do come across them, they're very used. They're done by tons of actors. But right now, what I'm talking about is finding practice scripts, okay? So number one way that I love to use all the time is actually YouTube. So this is a cool little trick. And if you don't know it, this is going to blow your mind, okay? But basically, most people who upload content to YouTube, right, they make it available for people that have maybe a hearing issue. So they add the ability for YouTube to add closed captions. And what service that YouTube offers is they will take your video, transcribe it for you without you actually even having to do it. And then they make that available. So most companies, most businesses, most movies, they all, videos, films, they all add closed captions availability, and YouTube goes and does it for them. So what you can do is, on the YouTube, so let's say you want to do an anime script and you want to get a practice script for an anime, right? Well, the easiest way, honestly, and a good way to also model cadence, imitation, and have a script is to go to an anime movie. You can even type in anime movies, or you can type in all sorts of thing. What's up, David? Thanks, man. And I don't know why why does that say? It's funny, David. It posted this thing saying that I had to review it. I don't know why. Anyway, so basically on the right below the YouTube screen, or the actual screen where the picture's playing, you'll see that it has over to the bottom right there is 3 dots. If you click on those 3 dots, a little window opens up and it says open transcription, all right, or transcription, or transcribed, or whatever. You click on that, or no, open transcript. Duh. You open that, and it literally on the right side or underneath, depending on what screen you got up, it will bring up the entire written transcript of the video or the film or whatever is on that channel, whatever video that is. So what you can do, and you can copy and paste it. So you can actually make your own scripts from real live videos. And remember, this is practice. So there's no problem with you practicing. But the really cool thing about it is this, is you can actually, they're all time coded, which means that you can actually click on it. You click on the little phrase. If you try this out, you'll see you click on the little phrase or whatever with the time stamp beside it, and it will take you to that place in the video as well. So you can actually match up what they're doing with the words, and you can listen to how that voice actor, interprets that the script that they have there, and then you can use it and practice with it. Or you don't even have to listen to them. You can just get it, copy it and paste it onto, Word document or something and use it as practice for yourself. I mean, it is straight from actual working scripts. And now you can do this all day long for commercials. You can do this for audiobooks that are published. You can actually, whatever is on YouTube that's been transcribed by YouTube or whatever, you can use this method. And it is, I think, one of the best methods for getting real practice scripts, because these are real scripts that are being used, that people are paid a lot of money to create across the board. Doesn't matter whether, like I said, it's a video game or whatever. Hey, Shabbat, good to have you. So this video doesn't have words. Yeah, this one, not yet. So good thing, Greg. So after about, it takes YouTube a while since this is live. Once we're done, YouTube will take the video, render it, upload it. So then once it's uploaded and YouTube has a little while in the background, it will become available later on. But most of my other videos, I think all of them should have that closed captions on there. If they don't, that means I just need to go on and click it. But I think so anyways, but most do. Right before I was doing this, I was looking at some anime stuff on YouTube and, for this talk, and I was clicking through some of the things, and it's wonderful. So that is a great way to do it. And like I said, you can use it for anything that's on YouTube. I use it a lot when I'm working with people for commercials. You know what I mean? For commercial work, for whatever, e-learning work, video narration. I mean, you could even do it like Nike, all of the top agencies, everyone, most of them have it. So you can get the top scripts, see how that actor does it and what they're hiring. It's a great way. I mean, a fantastic way to practice, get really good practice voice acting scripts. Okay. So that is the number one way that I recommend. All right. So the number two way that I recommend is a really fun way. So I get just a ridiculous amount, and I've talked about this before, but I want to bring it up here as a viable method. I get a ridiculous amount of actual advertisements in the form of, newspaper ads, magazines, coupons, all kinds of stuff in the mail. We just get all this junk mail, stuff for your local grocery store, stuff for like Target, all these different places, right? I get all this stuff in the mail. And, usually, unless we are, bargain shoppers or we're trying to collect it, we toss that stuff away. But what I want you to do is, instead of tossing it away, I want you to take it, and then I want you to look at them, and I want you to look at starting to develop your own scripts from these words, from these phrases, from this copy that has been sent to you. All right. It's really another fantastic way. And plus, not only will you get great practice scripts from this, but this is a great way for you to start building your portfolio of samples. So I know we've talked about voiceover samples, being able to upload samples to as many places as we can, right? To get as many fishing rods in the water as possible. But this is a great way for you to start learning how to develop your own scripts, but to take words that are already being used. And again, people were paid a lot of money to come up with this copy. It's sales copy, basically. I mean, that's all a script is. It's sales copy telling a story. We're just voicing it. Now, of course, not all scripts are created equal. Some are definitely put together in a manner in which are more conversational, like we would talk. But a lot of commercial work, because we're talking about commercial work here, right? Because like you'll get local ads from air conditioning companies or window companies or things that working voiceover actors like us we do ads for, we do commercials for, we do video narration on social media for, that kind of stuff. So that is another great way for you to get practice scripts, is to find, take these ads from your mail, from wherever, pick up some local stuff from if you go to another good thing is if you're at the grocery store or wherever you are, they have those little free, wherever you can find free stuff, you know what I mean? The junk ads, I mean, that's fantastic because it's a great way for you to start building a repository of practice scripts. And like I said, this is actually a really great way for you to start to learn how to put your own together. All right. So that is the second way that I use, and I use that often, and I write scripts a lot for the people I do demos for, because I also do demos for voice actors. And it is a great way to find other unique copy to use. Now, what I'm talking about is finding the words, the phrases, bringing them all together and creating your own. It's important that you have a good understanding of how things go together with a beginning, a middle, and an end. Right. So that's where putting those things together, reading the copy, understanding what happened, what's a good beginning, opening, how you end it. That's important too, so that you can grab from a bunch of different places, put it together. How you figure that out is by watching and listening to more commercials. And that's exactly how you figure that out. Okay. So that's a good idea to use the junk, that you get in your mail and that you can find other places that's free. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3, the last one I'm going to talk about, and this is I've really grown to love this one, to doing this, is to a great place to find good, just good scripts for voice acting practice is, let's say, why don't you, off the top of your head, pick your favorite brand? All right. Let's say Rolex. All right. I want a Rolex watch. So there's a couple things, really vanity things I want in my life. I want a Rolex. I don't know why, but I do. And I want a Ferrari. I wanted a yacht for a while, but then I know it takes a lot. There are no reasons. I don't know what I would do with them. I mean, I'd wear them, but I don't know. One day I will have them, though. I will have them. I might take them right back, but I'll have them. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. So, but let's say it's Rolex, right? Well, you go to Rolex's website, okay, and type in Rolex.com or whatever. And when you go on that website, what you will find is that these brands have spent a ridiculous amount of money, again, hiring people for sales copy, okay, for copy on their website. So what you do is you go to their websites, start collecting that copy and writing it down, typing it out. These are great practice scripts. I mean, I love Ford. And what's amazing is you go to these different things, Greg, as you go to these different sites, yeah, exactly, David. The boat is a hole in the water that you throw money into. You're right. Anybody who's owned a boat knows it's just constant work. Anyways, you guys, now you're doing it to me. But you got okay. Yeah. So what I was saying is what's neat is about the differences in different voice acting scripts, right? Like working on e-learning, working on commercial, working on video narration, working on radio, working on different tones, is that when you go to these different brands, it's so cool. Like imagine going to Rolex, the website, and then going to a air conditioner vendor. I mean, those two sites, the difference between the copy that is on them, it's amazing. It's like we all fall into these areas and these pockets, if you will, and going to the websites and starting to collect information, like going to Ford, going to M&M's, going to these different places and seeing how they are selling you on their website with that copy. Take that copy. They make great scripts to practice with your voice acting. Okay. So again, pick a brand, pick as many brands as you want, go to those websites. I like the brands idea because brands are very good at, understanding what they are all about. Because if we know them, like for example, Apple again, when you go there, you'll see words and you'll see how that company is trying to put their face together. And what it makes us do as actors is it makes us practice the different types of messages that different companies and brands are trying to put out. Okay, so it's a great way for you and me to find good scripts that are not being used. I mean, after a while, Mike, I love Edge Studio. They're great. I love all these other places that have all of these free scripts. But after a while, and I know they struggle with it too, so many people have used them. And it's a hard thing because I think those are uploaded by other people. A lot of times they're really long. There's not a lot of context to them. I love the methods I'm going to give you because there's context. I mean, you almost have to do research, which is like building another part of your business, which is helping you research what you're doing. So anyways, those are 3 methods that I use to come up with good scripts for practicing your voice acting. And, if you have any other ones that you use, please go ahead and comment below. If you get a chance, go ahead right now and like this video. I'm going to do my thing. Like, like the video. If you like the video, that's great. Comment. Please make sure you follow me. If you have any questions, now is a great time for you to post it over into the questions section, or you want to ask me anything for this Friday. Let's see who we've got here today. We've got Greg. It's great, Greg, to have you. David, Shabbat, David, Big Jim, my man. All right, so it looks like we got the video doesn't have words yet. I talked about that. Junk ads, interesting take. Hadn't thought of that. Great advice. Allows me to be creative and leverage keywords in the copy and get a great feel for what is prominent in the market. Absolutely. And actually, do I have it over here? I have, I don't have it out, but you can actually go and find like sales copy books too. Maybe as a little bonus content here at the end. You can find like sales copy books where they'll have like phrases. I have one. It's like it's called Words That Sell. You could go on Amazon and buy this, or Barnes and Noble or whatever. But I believe the book is called Words That Sell. And it is an entire book full of different, key phrases that a copywriter put together over his career about words that he just saw that were used over and over again in copy that seemed to work. And that's another great book to find that you can use to practice with and, try different tonalities and put them in styles. So yeah, so that's a good one too. Let's see, real-time research from David. Greg, really like this info. Thanks, guys. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. And thank you. If you get a chance again, check out that podcast below. I'm going to put the link in there when I'm done. And I will see you next Monday. Oh, and by the way, we're almost at 500 people on this YouTube channel. So I am blessed and thankful and can't wait to get there. So I know we'll throw some sort of party. I don't know what it's only fun. I don't know what to do. But anyways, I'll be happy for it. I'll get my boat. No, not really. It's the Ferrari. All right, you guys, have a wonderful Friday. I'll talk to you later. Happy November. Turkey month. Bye, guys.